How's it going today, everybody? Today is April 17th, 2025. This is my second video on the channel. Again, if you don't know me, my name's Mitchell. I'm in high school. I trade small caps, pre-market only, but you're going to soon find out today that I did not follow that rule. And I started late 2024, and I'm just now starting to see some better results and some consistency, but I still do struggle with my rules constantly, as you'll see today. Um, we were green today, up $12.56. I mean, not exactly the day I was looking for to end the week. As you know, tomorrow is Good Friday, so there will be no trading on Friday. Market's closed. But like I said, not really the results I was looking for, not only because of the amount that I made. Right now, profits aren't my number one priority. My number one priority is to keep getting better and more disciplined and building intuition, because eventually I'll add more money to my account. But for now, I'm just slowly scaling, just trying to keep everything toned down until I'm ready for more capital. $12.56 today, like I said, not even a 1% increase to my account, which compared to the last 2 days when I made 50 and basically 50 both of those days, obviously not the same result that I got in the rest of the week. Overall, only one red day this week though, and that was on Monday, but it was only 93 cents. I mean, I don't even know if you can really count that as a red day. It was more break even. I just got some slippage on my fill, which resulted in the red. But regardless, this is actually my first week to break over $100 on a single week. So that's, of course, exciting. I mean, I'm really thankful for the progress that I've made. Last week, we got really close. I think I made like 95. And then this week, let me go to my 5 day. This week, we're up $109.53. So, I mean, that's awesome. I've really been doing a lot better. On the month, we're up nearly $250. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the trades. As you're gonna see real quick, a few of my rules got broken for different reasons, and we're gonna have to really work on fixing that. So to start, this wasn't really my first trade. I was actually already in a position at this point, which you can see up here in TGL, which I just let completely run down on me. You'll see why in a second. But anyways, this was my second trade of the day. I opened this position right around 655, 654 right now. And so I'll go ahead and show you what happens here. So I was looking for the candle to make a new high and continue to move higher. Entry there, stop loss would be at the bottom of that, the bottom wick of that candle. So boom, I enter right there, and look at that. We get a really nice squeeze right off the bat. That's about a 2% squeeze immediately off entry. Timed this really, really well. We had support because this was like the high of the day. So if I mean, it could have flushed, of course, but that's why I was waiting for it to break that and kind of show that it had strength here and was now holding it as support rather than resistance. And so get a really nice pop right off the bat. You're going to see me zoom out. So sorry, that wasn't the daily high. That was more of the recent high. You know what? Maybe that was. I think this is pre-market over here. I think that's after hours from yesterday. So basically, I took the trade here, and I was looking for us to work up to where we were in after hours yesterday, which would have been like a 30-cent move. I mean, that's great profit on a $2.50 stock. It's a lot of profit opportunity. So right here, I'm up about 3-4% on the trade, kind of bouncing back. Normally, I don't take my first profit until we're actually at a level of resistance. Here, I was looking to get to like $2.50, take profit at the $0.50. A lot of times you'll have resistance there, so it's always good to take some off the table before you get there. But anyways, you're going to see here, I don't think we ended up ever getting there. So I ended up just taking profit around 5% because I didn't know if we would squeeze there. Let's see. I don't exactly remember what happens. Let me speed this up. See, we're kind of just grinding now, and there's a little bit of a battle. Okay, so we did. That was actually real nice. We get the move almost all the way up to the after hours high. And then, of course, we did break 250 So you'll see right there, I actually hadn't taken it off the table yet. I mean, we're up 7% on the trade now, almost 8% on the trade. Let's see when I take half off. I don't know why I didn't take profit sooner, honestly. I mean, I got what I wanted. We hit that high. I should have taken half off the table the second that happened, but I ended up not. And then I end up taking profit there when it gets lower. I really don't like that. That's just trading with emotion and not logically. But nevertheless, still, first profit taking, we was around 6%, 6.5% is where we got it at. So right here, this kind of looks like an opportunity for a little 1 minute micro pullback. So that's why I was still holding my position. But the only problem is we did have the resistance right there, and that's going to be strong resistance. It's double topped, and we have that topping tail right there, and it rejected, of course. Then let me just speed this up a little bit. So we end up not really being able to break that, and I end up having to settle for just taking the rest off the table before we end up going back to break even. So that's what happened. I got my first profit was really nice on it, and then the second half of my position I had to sell for break even just about. So I don't like to see that. What I could have done, what I should have done is probably, I mean, obviously I should have taken all off the table up here. That would have locked in even more profits. But then whenever I saw that we just kept forming these topping tails, I should have taken profit at the top of one of them instead of just holding and holding and holding and letting it fall back to my break even. So like I said, nevertheless, a solid trade. That one I had no problems with. Everything, I mean, it was solid on the 15-second chart. First candle making a new high, trying to reach that after hours high from yesterday. But yeah, so that was solid. So now we're going to go back to the start of the day. And so I actually don't have it on video because what happened was my internet completely shut off right as I entered this trade on TGL. So I take the trade on TGL and then my internet shuts off, and whenever I'm able to get it back on, I look on my phone at the position. I'm like, shoot, dude, we're going down. So at this point, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna have to average down, try to hopefully we get another breakthrough VWAP at some point. But I end up holding this position for multiple hours all the way to market till market open right here. And so you're gonna see, I mean, I averaged down a few times, I believe, but I was able to get my cost basis below VWAP, which is great because a lot of times you do get this squeeze to VWAP. And so, as you can see right there, we got the squeeze to it. And so I was able to take my position off, and I nevertheless broke even on the trade. So the entry, first of all, was not great. I don't even exactly know what it was. Let me take a look at that real quick. This was my entry on TGL. I entered at, it looks like 605.13, and my fill price was $4.83. So it's gonna be like right here, and I kind of see the thought process in this trade. We enter here kind of for that break, but the price action is just not clean. This isn't what I'm looking for whenever I'm taking these trades. And so I really don't understand what compelled me to take the trade. I mean, we had those bottoming tails, yeah, so that's good to see. And we actually, I mean, we got a squeeze from my entry all the way up to about, I guess that's 7 cents from my entry. I mean, I'm never really taking profit there. The trade was just not properly executed. This wasn't a good setup. I shouldn't have taken it to begin with, but nevertheless, I don't get to take any profit or stop at a break even originally because my internet went out. So I get my internet back on around here, and I'm like, okay, so I'm just going to end up averaging down on this position, but I wanted to wait until it actually bottomed out. And so I averaged down all the way around $4 right before market open. And so market open right in here, I think that's when I averaged down. So I doubled my position down here. So then my cost basis was just right around VWAP, and we ended up, but at that time it was more like over here. So we ended up getting a squeeze, and I basically break even on the trade. So that's it for TGL. Obviously, it's unfortunate that my internet turned off. I need to. I'm getting a LAN cable to connect, which will help with the internet connection. Because I mean, whenever you're working with money, you just can't have something like that happen. And then also, again, it's going to come back to cutting my losses because there were still opportunities for me to cut my losses in there for a small loser, but and then it comes back to taking the right setup. That, I mean, it was not a good setup. As you could see, the pullback wasn't really condensed. It was more of a doji candle rather than an actual red candle. It's not what I was looking for. So, next up, I took a trade on. Let's pull that up. So at this point, I was around break even on the day. I think I had made $3 on the day, but I guess temptation got the best of me, and I end up taking another trade during market hours, which I'm never really supposed to do. And I take it on ADGM, which had halted up twice, and I take a trade on it, and I end up averaging down on it. As you can see, that candle absolutely hits us, but like I said, I end up averaging down on it, and I average down sort of at the bottom around there, and there's my cost basis, and we get the breakthrough VWAP, and I end up making a little bit of profit on it, about $10 on it. So ending the day with breaking my rule like that, it's never what you want to see. Overall today was kind of a testament to how my trading's been lately. Not really been able to be consistent with following my rules, but still managed to be green. And so next week, I'm really looking forward to it. I wish I could trade tomorrow, honestly. I mean, it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy what I'm doing, but more importantly, I got to be able to follow my rules. And so next week, I'm going to really focus on, one, only trading the perfect setups, and two, cutting my losses quickly. And by doing that, I'm going to have some, I guess, rewards for myself if I'm able to do that, and I'm going to punish myself if I'm not. So if I follow my rules, my three big rules are only trading twice a day, and cutting my losses before 5%, and only taking the setups that I'm looking for. And so if I follow all those, I'll get to add $50 to my account per rule that I follow. But if I don't follow them, I have to take out 50. And maybe like taking out money sounds nice. I mean, you get to buy yourself lunch or something, or take yourself to the mall. But for me, the biggest reward is adding more money to my account and continuing to grow my account. Because I mean, this is what I like to do, you know? So I'll probably have a video this weekend going over the game plan for next week and just preparing for the week. Obviously, we have Easter on Sunday, but I'll probably release that video on Saturday. I mean, the first video I dropped only had a few views, so I mean, I don't think it really matters when I drop it. Nobody's waiting for me to release a video. But yeah, anyways, Green Day, but broke some rules, and I got to really, really nail down on just staying consistent and following my rules, because one day it is going to bite me, which kind of like what happened on the 9th. It's going to bite me. So that's all for today. I hope y'all had a great day trading. Hope you're able to follow your rules and hopefully stay in the green. God bless.